Alrighty, so we're just going into our warm-up now. How are you feeling today, Candice?
Beautiful.
How's the body feeling?
Nice. Good.
So for this, we're going to go for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
You're only going to have to do it for about 30 seconds for me. But basically what we're trying to do here is to increase your heart rate and get your body ready for our circuit ahead today. So we can slow it down. What you can also do is if you turn that knob where the plus is, we're just going to have a little bit more resistance on the machine for you. Okay, so we're just having that steady state now. The fact that you've got your smartwatch on is good too, because we can now monitor your heart rate and make sure that it's slowly increasing and we're getting that blood pumping in the body. All right, perfect. We can just slow down now. Like we said, that goes for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the client. You can jump on off and we're going to start doing some dynamic stretches. So our first ones that we're going to do is going to be your leg swings, which we've done before. So making sure that your hips are just staying forward for me. Really try and bring that leg back. Good. Opening up your tight hip flexors. Changing legs for me. Make sure those hips are staying square again, Candice, so pop your hand on your hip. From there you can turn and you can just look straight ahead at the mono and go like this. Go side to side. Good. Keep your hips forward. So we've got our full body circuit coming up. So what we're just going through now is all our dynamic stretches, changing legs for all areas of the body. Good. All right, just standing straight onto me, what we're going to do is a thing called an archer stretch, which is our opposite hand is going to rotate down to our opposite leg. So you're getting that full rotation of your torso. Yeah, good go. Nice. And then we're just going to be alternating sides. So change over for me. You get 10 to 12 reps here. How's that feel in the back of your hammies?
Tight.
Tight. Let's go one more either side. Good. From there, our next one that we're going to do is walking lunges. So remember what our focus is here, making sure our hips are square, we're bracing. We drive up through that front leg. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades nice and back for me. Good, Candice. Nice, last one. Turn around, just pop your hands on your hips for me so we can make sure they're staying level when we're walking. Brace nice and tight. Drive through with that front leg. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades back together for me. Last one. We're going to go into a mountain climber stretch, just alternating sides. Try not to bounce in the movement, but just come up like this for me. Like that.
Oh, like
yeah.
that, right.
We're going to hold for 5 seconds and then we'll change sides. Yeah. You feel that through your hip flexors. Good. Changing sides. Change again for me. Change last one. Good. Now from here what we're just going to do is some shoulder and arm rotations. So swinging back together, both arms. Go 10 one way and then we're going to swap over and go 10 forward. Nice. Good. Just going to set the camera up for us. And then we shall go. Nice flex. sorry. Needs an eye. Okay, so it's going to be a 40-second circuit with a 20-second transition. We'll go through 10 exercises with that 3-minute rest. All right. So the first one that we're going to do is the jumping lunges. Let me grab a stopwatch. You want to just grab one of the water for a stopwatch. Just choose which one. So the first thing that we're going to do is just that jumping lunge for 40 seconds. You're going to be alternating legs. Make sure your hips are staying square. Right? Just in front of the camera. Alright, timer is on. We've got 40 seconds. Core stays nice and tight. Drive through with that front leg with the fingers. If it starts hurting your hips, we can just go into that step back alternating without the jump. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. 20 seconds, and then we're going to go into our next exercise. So that's the body weight push-up. Make sure our focus is chest to floor and that our elbows are tracking back. Okay, then that big drive up. Make sure we can see you as well. Alright, and we're on. Nice, slow and controlled. Make sure those elbows keep tracking back the whole time, Candice. Yeah. Perfect. Big push through the chest. It's halfway now. We've got 3, 2, 1. Rest. "20 seconds rest." The next exercise that we're going to do is those pole squats. So remember, have your feet shoulder width apart. Brace to your external rotation, so squeezing in your toes. And then we're just going to stay in that bottom movement where we're pulsing up and down. Make sure your chest stays up. Yep. Alright. When you're ready. Good. Breathe. Keep squeezing your toes for me. How's the burn? Whew. You gotta go. Halfway now. Slow and controlled in that bounce, Candice. Good.
That's more.
Will. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 20 seconds. The next one that we've got is our kettlebell high pull. So make sure again, feet shoulder width apart. Down in this bottom movement, we're bracing. And what we're going to do is drive our legs through like a leg press, lead up with our elbows. Only to that collarbone. And then drive. Okay? Stand straight ahead for me at the camera. Alright, when you're ready.
Is that right?
Yes. Push through the floor. Have full extension of your arms in the bottom.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Got very unnatural.
So it's like similar to our deadlift movement. There we go. Brace. With 5 more seconds. That looks better. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good go. Oh, out. Burpee.
Oh, you missed that.
I missed that one. So with your hips though, what we're going to do is an inchworm, which means what we do is we walk out,
Yeah.
chest fully to the floor, stand back up, walk back up for me. Okay, so we went to the full burpee movement with the jump in. When you're ready, girl, we're on. Walk out, chest to the floor, press up, walk back. Good. Does that feel okay in your hips?
Yeah, it's fine.
Halfway. Well, brace that core nice and tight on the way back up as well. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Breathe. Yeah. Plank. So again, our focus is our shoulders and elbows are in line with each other. Squeezing your quads nice and tight. We want to make sure we have even hips. And then bracing tight. Breathe. Okay? Nice. Squeeze your quads. Feel my hands up again. And we breathe.
Oh, yeah.
Always important. Halfway now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Rest. Our next exercise is the alternating step up. So focus is that leg forward, driving up, hip stays straight. Take it back off, step, change legs. Okay? Straight. Yeah, alternating. He looks confused.
Am I stepping up?
Yep. Step down and then lean differently. Good, hands on your hips, make sure we're staying square. Drive with that front leg.
It's the switching of the legs that hurts
It's
my brain.
yeah. Hurting your brain, hurting your
No, I'm fine. My brain is not.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
It's like which leg is it? Oh dear.
Our mountain climbers. So now, staying in that plank position again, and we're trying to get that opposite knee to the opposite elbow. Okay? Depending on how you're feeling, is how fast we can go.
Good. Good, good. Are you ready?
Yes, timer is on. We'll brace your core nice and tight. Make sure your your shoulders are over your hands. Good. Good, Candice.
Such positive reinforcement.
Thank you. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Breathe. Then grab the 5 kilo kettlebells for me, dumbbells. And we'll do a dumbbell thruster. So we'll see how low you can go in terms of your hips, but just remember that focus is that squat position and then driving full extension of your arms over the top. Brace, squeeze your feet, big drive up forward, extend, good. Try not to bounce in the bottom of it, drive through like your leg press. Perfect. Good. Keep it going. We've got 3, 2, 1. Rest. So here, just be careful because the ball's going to bounce back up at you. So that big drive forward, catch, drive, catch. Okay. So just be careful where you throw it. Yeah.
Alright.
When you're ready, girl.
Whoop.
Yeah, be careful.
I deserve that.
Yeah. Brace your core nice and tight. Full extension at the top. Good, Candace. Keep it going.
Whoop.
Be careful. Got 10 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Rest. So now we have our 3-minute rest. Have a breather, have some water, relax, walk. Very good. Very good. You feel alright? This is good. One more round and then we just do one.
I just dribbled everywhere. How about some job shot? As long as
This is sick. My client that has the little boy that comes in. Oh my god, he's like, Bart Simpson! Bart! And I'm like, you're 2. How do you know Bart Simpson? Yeah. He's so smart.
Oh, so cute.
What time do you have lunch?
I had brunch at 10:30 and then food at 12.
Good. Did you go out for brunch or was it just home?
Yeah, no, I met my future husband.
Ah, very nice. Have you gone plane shopping again?
No, that was my compliment. So let's get brunch.
Well, brunch is better. Where did you do brunch?
Nun's pool.
Good.
So nice. I've never been there.
People rave about that.
I've never been there too because it's right near our house. Oh, let's go there. And it was so nice. Such a nice view and it's just actually
Chilly day.
well, it's not cheap, but it's not the most expensive place.
You looking forward to moving in?
Yeah, I know. Haven't seen the dogs for like 5 days. I'm so sad.
You're gonna go pick them up now?
I know there's yeah, let's see if we can find it.
Ah, the dog's working.
There was stored up there.
No wonder they haven't been in your story.
I know.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because your dad's dogs at all and I've been with him.
Oh yeah, you've been looking after
I've
it.
been with dogs.
Alright, our 3-minute timer is up. We're ready for round 2?
Yep.
Perfect. So the first exercise that we're doing are those jumping lunges again.
Yep.
This time I'll get you looking at the camera.
Yep.
Making sure your hips are square. Go girl. And we're on. Jump. Brace your core tight for me, Candace.
Yep,
Drive
straight.
front leg. Good. Push.
Whoop.
There we go.
It's working.
Try not to bang your knee in the bottom of the trough. There we go. Feel the lactic acid building in there now?
Yep. So confident.
You got 10 seconds.
I'm great at this.
Drive with that front foot. Push. 3, 2, 1. Rest. You're on fire. Push-ups.
This way?
Yeah, this time, might as well. You've still got 10 seconds before you go, so just breathe, relax.
Too keen.
I know, full on. Chest.
Padding today.
We're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Big press. Brace your core nice and tight. Now focus with the push-up as well, is that retraction of your shoulder blades. And then protraction at the top. Good. Who's your trainer? Look at that form. Press. got 5 more seconds for me. 3, 2, 1. Rest. How much stronger is your push-up cord, hey?
So much better.
Chest is heaps better. Go into that pulse squat.
It's
Muggy.
Yeah.
You working Friday?
Half day.
Or on then?
Shouldn't be outside, kind of rest.
This is fine. You're on in 3,
Hey mate,
2, 1. Fixing the mirror at the window for us.
Oh, I thought
Awesome.
guys, I'm like, what are you doing?
No.
Go fight you.
So control. Get that chest up. Yeah, they broke the little window the other day. Like it's not raining.
Yeah, oh my god. What did it?
They threw something off the top.
Unsatisfied quiet.
Exactly. And stop, rest. Next one is that sumo high pull. Did you want to try and go a little bit of a heavier weight this time?
Yeah, might be.
Because you're flying through. You want to grab the blue kettlebell? And it's exactly like that deadlift movement.
Yeah, when you said that, it clicked on me.
Yeah. So you have that full extension of your arm in the bottom, brace in there, and then drive up. Exactly like the deadlift, but then we're just bringing the bar up or the kettlebell to our core. When you're ready. Drive. That's a better weight. I love how I'm counting reps, but we're going for time.
I was just thinking you count, and I started counting.
Yep. It's a habit.
First I've ever counted anything in my life.
No, you
Don't have to.
5 more seconds. Core stays tight in the bottom. Push with your legs. 2, 1. Rest. Going with your second round.
Hold that next round.
Depending on time, we might only have to do the 2.
Ah.
Which is good.
If I run my first 2Ks, I'm like,
And then it hits you.
yeah. The last K, I'm gonna cry. What am I doing?
Burpee or inchworm.
Okay.
So we are on. Core tight.
So I have a memory of a dog.
You're right.
Just did this.
So we're making this modification for Candace because she has got tight hip flexors. And the exercise of a burpee is completely unnecessary for the pressure in her lower body. Good. Core stays tight. So 1 more for me. Rest. Step ups. I have to do this. Ultimate. Yeah, we've got 5 more seconds before we start.
Have a hair in a ponytail for like 10 minutes and there's a sad little mullet. Scared to steer into the
Up, yeah, let's do that.
It's hot.
Yes.
So about pigtails. Have we go?
Yes, definitely. Good.
Okay, it just stops working. It wants to bring the other foot up. If that makes sense.
Yes.
I think that was the wrong foot. No, it's right foot.
You got 5 more seconds for me. Drive with that front quad. There we go. And rest. How's that extra rep? Good.
Had to finish.
Good. What do we do now? Plank.
Wait, hasn't been 20 seconds.
No. In 5 seconds, you'll be ready to go.
That's when we go.
There we go. We're on. Shoulders over elbows, good. Squeeze your quads. feel my hands? Nice, girls. Yeah. Keep on breathing.
Yeah, I don't want to shake.
You got 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Very good. Mountain climber. So rest for 20 seconds. Yeah. No dancing. Breathe. 5, 3, 2. You keep your shoulders over your elbows like that. Nice. It's gonna happen.
Oh, my hip just cracked.
Yeah. Brace your core nice and tight. We've got 10 seconds now. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Edinburgh. You ready?
Yeah, hello.
Dumbbell thrusters.
You do this like 35 times now. Like, what am I doing?
Alrighty, we're on. Big push with those feet in the ground. Full extension over the top. Keep your chest up in the bottom of the movement. Good. You got it, Candace. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Last one is those sled balls. So that big drive into the ground, make sure you face those out of the way. Yeah?
Yep. I have done
Oh, me too. Yep. Especially when you think it's a sand ball, not a.
that. Oh, and you
a
absolutely
tennis ball.
smash it into the ground. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Or when you get too overconfident, you're like, I'm catching this. I
Yeah,
got
I'm
this.
fine.
My
Oh, yeah.
hand-eye coordination is perfect.
Alright, last girl.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go. Nice and tight. Get this. Halfway. Drive the ball through the ground. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Done. Killed it. Good girl. Now we go to our warm down, but just grab yourself some water and rest. Clean this up later.
Heart rate 169.
Wow. So what we're going to do is head back over to that stationary bike. Now what we try to do is decrease your heart rate now after that session. So it's just going to be super light and just flushing that lactic acid out of your muscles. All right. How do you feel?
Oh, good.
Heart rate high.
Heart rate is 148.
How do your hips feel?
Not bad. You're alright. Yeah, that's alright.
So what we can do now is decrease the resistance, make it lighter for us. Flushing out those legs, do your hips feel okay? See if any crappy dads dog food. Does that mean you're at this place this week?
Oh, this is too far away.
Yeah.
I got to here today and I was like, I can got my shoes, got my jumper, got my water bottle.
water bottle we got, huh?
Oh, okay. So, very annoying. But hopefully they're back. Well, not back, but someone's else is sitting there with us. About Friday.
Do a changeover. Have you got your place packed up?
Only like half of it, but I packed everything in my suitcase, all my clothes, and I was like, perfect. And I was like, I need everything in there. I was like, I thought I packed the right stuff, and I left like important things in there. Yeah.
Jump off. We're going to do some static stretches now. Make sure that we are stretching out those muscles properly after the session. So the first one that we're going to do is that pigeon stretch. So get that leg. We're going to try and get it to 90 degrees there, and we're leaning forward. So this is your hip. This is going to be good. Your hip flexor and your glute.
Yep. 90 degrees, that's fun.
Only if you can.
No, no way.
The focus, yeah, keep your hips square, looking at the ground. Good, mate. Yeah. Those guys upstairs, to be honest with you.
I'm getting a replacement.
Yeah, thank you.
That's something?
Yes. Change legs.
Oh, this is even worse.
This is going to be straight through that hip. You feel it as well in your left glute?
Yeah. All up there.
Really good session today. I think we made some really good modifications in terms of your hip mobility and just that range of motion. But that full body circuit, obviously our next progression that we'd be able to do is either add another round to make it 3 rounds. We could increase our time, or we could add weight, depending on how you're feeling.
Yeah.
But very good.
Very good.
Yes. What we're going to do now is a quadricep one. So you're going to hold, it's a little bit of balance as well. You can hold on to me if you need to. And we're going to feel that pull in our hip flexor, and then through to our quadricep all the way down to our knee. Good balance.
Thank you. I'm so surprised.
Thank you. I am actually. Nice. Changing legs. Make sure you're in it again. Oh, yeah.
No.
We jinxed it. Yeah, good. Keep on holding. See, mate. Okay, from here we're going to lay down. We're going to do a lower back stretch. So just have your back flat on the ground, and we're going to have our legs crossing over our bodies. Focus is to try and keep a bit of our shoulders on the ground. We feel that in our lower back and our bum, or your glute. Cross over. Yes. Shoulders down, good. So typically we hold a stretch from anywhere to 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the client, just to release their muscles and get that sufficient stretch. Yeah, Candice a little bit longer. Changing sides. Nice. A little bit tighter on this side, your shoulders up. Yeah. Back in the day. From here we're going to do a child's pose. The thing about our hips just coming towards the ground, completely open up of that upper back, shoulders, chest, and just let your weight really sink in towards the ground. You see your hips are tight again. Look, you're not even getting down.
As low as I can go. That feels really low.
That's good. Eventually we'd like your bum to be able to touch your heels, but slow and steady.
Oh dear.
chest, lat and shoulder opener. So we just think of having that hand come over and then pull with the other arm. Pull through that tricep, can you feel that through that arm?
Yep.
Funny place to look.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Nod.
Oh, scorpions, babe.
Changing sides. And again, this is typically at least 2 rounds for you stretching them down. Good job. We are done. Woo! Great session today, Candice.